In the next session, that would be on interacting with ChatGPT, the basic commands and functions. So welcome back. Today we are going to learn how to interact with ChatGPT effectively. This is again important. Interacting with ChatGPT is fine, but if it's not effective, it's of no use. So I'll show you some basic commands and functions that will help you communicate better with this AI. By the end of this lesson, you will feel more comfortable and confident in leveraging ChatGPT for your learning. Understanding the ChatGPT interface. Let's start by revisiting the ChatGPT interface. Here you can input your questions or prompts and ChatGPT will respond. Today, I'll show you some tips on how to structure your inputs to get the best responses. Basic commands in ChatGPT are straightforward. For instance, you can start by typing simple prompts like explain the basics of marketing automation. ChatGPT will interpret your request and provide a detailed explanation. Let's try it now. Explain the basics of marketing automation. So marketing automation involves using software platforms and technologies to automate repetitive marketing tasks and workflows. It streamlines processes such as email marketing, social media posting, lead nurturing, and customer segmentation. The basics like lead capture, lead nurturing, email marketing, segmentation, scoring, and qualification, and so on. So now I ask to summarize the above in a small paragraph. The ChatGPT summarizes the entire thing in a small paragraph, and I am sure that it includes all of these things. Now, I also ask to give a practical example of marketing automation in use, and let's consider an e-commerce company using marketing automation that starts with lead capture, lead nurturing, segmentation, personalized offers, abandoned cart recovery, and post-purchase follow-up. Now, what did we just do to utilize functions for better responses? We sent up follow-up questions, and that's what we do next. So to improve the quality of responses, you can use specific functions. For example, if you need ChatGPT to list steps, ask it directly, like list the steps in marketing automation, and watch how ChatGPT breaks down complex processes into manageable steps for you. So list the steps in marketing automation. So from defining goals and objectives to choosing a marketing automation platform, identifying the target audience, capturing leads, lead nurturing, segmentation, scoring, content creation, automation setup, testing and optimization, analytics and reporting, iterate and improve. So these are the basic steps around marketing automation. Now we use follow-up questions like we did in the past instance. Follow-up questions are key to a deeper understanding. So you keep asking follow-up questions. So after receiving your initial answer, you can ask more detailed questions like what's the role of leads in this process. This shows how you can guide ChatGPT to focus more on the areas you are interested in. Let's see. So what is the role of leads in this process? We just got a list of steps. Now we want to know what is the role of leads in this process. That's that. Now, let's say we have some questions, or we have some queries, or we want to clarify on something, or we want to further refine the response. What we need to do is ask ChatGPT to explain further or provide examples. For instance, you can say, can you give me an example of this in a real life? Or can you clarify what you mean by segmentation, which I was not clear. So we just did a real life example in the last video where we saw it giving an example of e-commerce. Let's do it again and see. Can you give an example of this in real life? A potential customer visits the company website to learn more about their project management software, then lead nurturing, and then segmentation. So this is a real life example of how a SaaS company uses it. Now I want to get an explanation of what segmentation means. So I also explain what do you mean by segmentation. I'm moving a little quick because these are pretty easy and simple stuffs. What is more important is you go back to your ChatGPT and ask questions that are relevant to you, that you want to learn or know more about. And that is why I have a practical exercise for you. I encourage you to try these on your own. Use this opportunity to explore different types of questions and commands to see how ChatGPT responds. I would say it was a great job today. Remember, the key to mastering ChatGPT is practice, practice, and practice. Do not be afraid to experiment because you have nothing to lose. So try different prompts and questions and you will see. Next time, we'll cover more advanced techniques to further enhance your interactions with ChatGPT. Until then, have a great and a wonderful day. Bye-bye.